Hello there everybody, it's me Liam and welcome back to another video where today we are going to do a little review on TSW6. Should you buy it, should you not buy it, should you just get a free starter pack for any updates for routes? That's what we're going to get into this video. And basically that's it. We're not going to be massively discussing the routes, there'll be reviews for them out in the next couple of weeks or so. The first one will be the Rivera Line, hopefully by the start of next week. Maybe mid next week, we'll have to wait and see. So we're just going to go through a few things, new core features, which are the routes, performance, how the launch has gone, and then basically explain what's happening next when it comes to the videos. So, the core features, I'd say two pretty damn well good, two need improving. So TSR's like absolutely fine. Small little thing I would change with them is seeing some kind of aspect or reasoning why there is a TSR. So people working alongside the track, whether the weather is really bad or it's really hot. So it could be icy, it could be rainy, it could just be really hot, and the track could possibly be warping, so you go down at a low speed. Could just be that, just little fix with that. The passenger announcements on board and stations. The stations is the best one of the two because it says what stops you're going to, or the service would be going to. So for example, this service that I was on, got on at this platform, it said every single station. Whereas on board, it just says, for example, our next stop is Tamworth, and this service is going to Exmouth. And normally on train, it would say all the stops, etc, etc. Whereas hopefully at some point people can mod that in where they can do it, unless it's just how Dovetail have done it, so in short span, so you're not hearing it for a prolonged period of time. The cab, you can turn it off so you don't hear the cab, but I like having it on. I'd say how Rivet Games did it in the 170 for the 5-star, probably the best example I've seen out the two so far, but generally pretty good with both of those. Next one is the train faults. They happen a bit too much. A lot of people have brought this up. Apart from that, I find it really good. It's another aspect of having to concentrate on the route, trying to fix things on the fly, so that'd be pretty fun. It's a nice new mechanic to TSW. Hopefully over time we get it more than just TSW6 content now, but maybe TSW5 content on the main content that we got. So for example, the 350, the Pendolinos, and the Germans and stuff like the ICT, I think the ICT might have it, but do that with train faults. But that core stuff that came with TSW5, I believe should have the train faults at least, because I think it would make even more content have it, and obviously if more people use it, then the better it's going to get over time. Obviously it's a new feature, it's not necessarily going to be one and done straight away. There is going to be updates to it over in the future, so there is that. Apart from that, I've not seen any issues, apart from the fact that they happen a bit too regularly. For example, I've been 220 in the space in 3 minutes on 3 engines, diesel engine stalls. Apart from that, absolutely fine. Signal delays is the next big feature that we've got. I don't think I've seen one. And that's when it turned up. I don't think I've seen one. And it's a bit shocking. I don't know whether it's because primarily I've been on the Rivera Line, and most of the stations you kind of stop in the middle before the signal. You're quite a whiles away from the signal. So I don't know if that's possibly why that I haven't noticed it, but I guess there's a possible chance I haven't noticed it massively, and we're going to bring up the A route. Is the other day I was doing a stream. I was on Dresden Leipzig, going from Greece to Dresden, and coming into the main Dresden station. We were sat there for about 10 minutes for an AI service to leave because of maybe a signal delay, because it was still red. So that's the only issue with that. Performance has generally been really, really good. And when I mean really, really good, I mean really, really good. In the fact that generally all the TSW6 routes are actually really good with the performance. There's two instances I've noticed which the performance is a bit too low, or it drops, and that's at Sunnyville Yard on Morristown Line and near Dresden. Obviously Leipzig, Dresden, and that's just because of yards. However, on the Rivera Line, I have not had any performance issues, and those performance issues on the other routes are just like FPS drops down to like 30 FPS during that time of going through. Apart from that, I have also seen performance increases on West Coast Main Line South at Wembley Intercity Depot, where, for example, it used to be like 25 FPS going through there. Now we're on the same settings, back at 60, which is really good. Manchester Airport commuter into Manchester Piccadilly, we was really struggling with FPS there. We was around about 15. And personally, I am up to 60 FPS on there as well, frame capped, so it could be even more. Apart from that, I've not noticed much more for performance improvements. I think it's just dependent on your route, depending on if you're on DX11, DX12 as well, and your system. Next thing is just the launch. We haven't really had any major bugs for TSW6 on Steam. I know there's been some bugs here and there for console users and Epic users. So apart from that, I can't really say anything on my side of things on if there's anything wrong, but it's been really smooth for me. Another big juice, should you buy TSW6, whether that's the starter pack, the standard edition, the deluxe or the special, or should you just get the free one? If you don't, personally, if you don't like the look of the 3 core routes, do not buy it. But don't forget, if you do buy one of the routes, and let's say with the Voyager, you're like, actually I want another route, I want this route, I'm going to buy it. Don't forget the fact that, yes, it might look expensive at first, but when you look at the prices, like all the routes, they're like 30 quid each, the locos are about 50 quid each. So you're looking at about £135 worth of content for about 60. Or if you go out on discount, it was about 58, which is what I picked up. Just remember, that's all you needed. PS Plus or Xbox Game Pass Core or Live, whatever you want to call it now. Or whatever it's called now. So generally, if you don't want the core routes, just get the free starter pack. But if you want to get one of them on the Rivera Line, then just buy all three. Whether that's standard, and then for example, you want the Voyager. Voyager on top, a bit cheaper. But obviously there is going to be sales. There's no confirmation on if or when TSW6 will be on Game Pass or PS Plus. So just be aware of that. Use that for the corporates, if not necessarily. You don't know, you get the free starter pack anyway. For free, you don't need any discounts. Apart from that, that's really it. Like I said earlier, the free starter pack, I forgot to say, sorry for the constant yawning, is only around till, I believe, the 15th of November, so for 6 weeks. And then also the reviews of Harry Root, which we'll go into more detail, but the issue that we see on there, will be out in the next forthcoming weeks. So just be aware of that.
This is a Great
So
Western Railway
anyway,
service to
I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, go join the Discord. Down below you'll see where I'm live on all platforms, or when I go live on all platforms, and also when I go live on YouTube and upload on YouTube. And yeah, if you like this video and you want to see more reviews for all the routes to TFW6 and all the pieces of content, drop a like, let me know down below, or in the Discord as well. Also, to say, see you on the next one. Peace.